Okay, listen, so I tried to make an intro for this video and... Hey guys, let's try it again. All right, and action. So, all right, hey y'all's good, hey y'all's good, okay. Hey y'all. Wow. All right, and today we're gonna be catching a Vietnamese vibe. We're gonna be making Bun Rieu. So you know what, fuck it, let's just get right into it. Alright everyone, so heading over to my local Asian market, we're gonna go buy ingredients to make your soup base, the crab mix, tomato tofu stir fry, your noodles, and herbs and lime, which is totally optional, but up to you. So yeah, let's go! Let's start with the soup base. We're going to need short riblets or spare ribs, that works too, and this is going to be the base of the soup. And then you'll also need 3 cubes of Bun Rieu seasoning. Pack comes with like 4 and it's like 75 cents, so girl, go get it. A 1/3 cup of yellow rock sugar. 1 teaspoon of the chicken flavor broth mix. I used the Nor brand, but you know, any chicken broth mix will do, to be honest. And then a 1/4 cup of fish sauce. Moving on to the crab mix. If you're fancy, you can buy real crab meat, but I'm not, so I got a 2-for-1 crab meat and spices alternative. 1/2 pound of these little shrimpies. I usually just get the cheapest on the market. 1/2 pound of ground pork and 3 whole eggs. For the tomato and tofu stir fry, you're just gonna need 3 Roma tomatoes, 1 pack of fried tofu, this one came in 10, and 1/2 a shallot. Okay, dope. Now you'll just need 1 bag of that 802 vermicelli. Alright, so this is all preference, but some nice toppings you could add are bean sprouts, green onions, mince, some lime, all up to you. Alright, cool, let's get it. So fill up your pot about halfway with water. We're gonna blanch the spare ribs with salt, and this basically just means we're gonna cook the gunk off of the meat and bones, giving us that nice clear broth. And you want to cut your spare ribs into individual bone pieces like this. Okay, then you'll want to go ahead and toss in the spare ribs into the boiling hot water. I ladled it in because I'm a pussy, but if you're brave, just toss it in. Add some salt and walk away. Cool, so in the meantime, let's go ahead and work on our crab mix, you feel? So go ahead and just peel your little shrimpies until they're nice and naked and start chopping them up. You want to keep chopping them pretty excessively until they're like a pasty texture, something like this. Now open your can of minced crab and spices and dump the entire can into a mixing bowl. Then add your 1/2 pound of pasty shrimps and 1/2 pound of your pork. I don't want to say that looks like a penis, but it kind of does. Add 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, and then get 3 eggs crack-a-lackin'. Give it a good mix, and then we're ready to move on. Cool, so let's check back on our bones. Looks like it's ready to go. Go ahead and drain it and clean off any excess gunk that might be around the bones and the meat. You want to go ahead and get a new clean pot and fill it up about 3/4 of water and add those spare ribs once the water is nice and boiled. We'll be working on the soup base now, finally. Add 1 teaspoon of salt and, my bad, I don't know how to measure the rock sugar, like a rock and a half, 1/3 of a cup, a palmful, something like that. Then add 3 cubes of that Bun Rieu seasoning. Give it a nice stir. And also add in 1 teaspoon of chicken broth mix. When the water gets back to a boil, lower it down to a simmer around low to medium heat. Cool, so while that's doing its thing, go ahead and cook your noodles. So as soon as you put the noodles into the boiling water, time it for about 7 minutes, that's usually the magic number, and then just stir it occasionally. So then after 7 minutes, just drain and rinse your noodles in cool water. Once they're fully drained, fluff it out and air out your noodles to prevent them from sticking together. Alright, and let's get to work on the tofu and tomato stir fry. Cut your tofu into halves and your tomatoes into 4ths. Then add them all into a mixing bowl. Look, I don't know how you guys chop up your onions and shallots, but I tried to do this trick where you slice it down and then in half and then you chop it per usual. I guess that's better than going crazy and going stupid and chopping everywhere, but pro trick for you. Now, heat up your stir fry pan on medium-high, add 1 teaspoon of olive oil, and then add your chopped shallots and stir it until they're translucent. Then you want to add all your tofu and tomatoes in. If the pan isn't big enough, then I don't know what to tell you, just make it work, okay? Add 1 teaspoon of pepper and a pinch of salt. Just stir it occasionally and keep it on medium-high heat until the tomato skin peels off. Then everything else will start to shrivel up. That's how you know it's ready. Okay, now ladle in your tomatoes and tofu into the broth. Give it a nice stir and bring the broth back to a boil at medium to high heat. Yay! Now we can add our meatballs. It doesn't have to be a perfect ball. I just grabbed a nice voluptuous spoon and plopped it right into the broth. You can add a generous scoop or a small scoop, up to you. The eggs that we put into it helps bind it all together, so don't be scared to drop the kids off and just move on. I only added half of the mixture into the pot and then froze the other half for next time. Oh shit, my bad. I forgot to add the fish sauce. But no worries, just add 1/3 of a cup of fish sauce, stir and taste. If it's too salty, just add more water. If it's not salty enough, then add a little bit more fish sauce. Personally, I like to add green onions into the soup because, I don't know, aesthetics makes it taste better. I just chop up like 1.5 inches in length and then add it to the top. Let the pot boil for a good 5 minutes. Bring the pot back down to low and boom, it's ready to go. Guys, it took me like 2 hours and only cost me around $25 for this entire pot. So if you're out on your own, broke, a Leo just trying to impress your friends, or maybe you're just missing home, dude, this is it. Anyways, hope this was helpful and thanks for watching. Till next time, bye.